We do have some breaking news here at 10 o'clock on the 10 freeway, that Inferno investigation. KCAL News confirming tonight that Caltrans knew for years that a business was allegedly storing flammable and dangerous items under the freeway. That Caltrans ordered the business to clean up the lot and then apparently took the company's word for it that the cleanup had actually happened for years at a time. We have KCAL investigator David Goldstein, who helped obtain those documents tonight.
And Mike Rogers, you've been going through those documents. Tell us what they're revealing tonight.
Yeah, these are the diary entries, if you will, for every time an inspector went to the lot. And they went there every year since 2020. This is the major inferno that this caused behind me. I want to walk you through what they knew and when they knew it, though. We'll look at some of the information here. In 2020 was the first time they went out. I believe we have a graphic here to show you. And an inspector found subtenants with appliances, pallets, and truck storage. So the subtenant issue was a big deal for the governor. He made a point of mentioning that the person there was leasing the land to subtenants, as many as 6 of them. And Caltrans knew about that since 2020. I want to show you the next piece of information here. The next time they went out there was another year later in 2021, in September. This was a surprise investigation. A citation was given for numerous violations. Caltrans demanded cleanup, and in this one, the inspector wrote, quote, "We agreed that the deficiencies would be corrected by the end of October 2021. You would think Caltrans would check it in October 2021, but no. Let's look at the next time they went out there. It was not until August of 2022. Yet another surprise inspection, yet another citation given for this time liquid propane tanks under the freeway, illegal electrical wiring, again, pallets, and they also found that the land had been used for residential purposes. Again, Caltrans demanded it be cleaned up in 30 days. And again, Caltrans did not come back into the property until October of this year. And when they got there, we'll show you what they found. More allegations of violations were observed. This all would ultimately lead to the fire on the 10 freeway. We'll show you that video of just how hot this thing burned when it went up in flames last weekend, right underneath the 10 freeway there. We have that video we can show you now. Of that fire. You can see the pallets there that Caltrans has documented themselves as being there for 3 years. I asked Caltrans, why didn't you go out there to verify that the cleanup had been done? You cited them and you said you wanted it cleaned up within 30 days, but didn't go out there in 30 days to check it. You just took the company's word for it that they would clean it up. Caltrans says they want to work with the lessees to make sure that they're in compliance and do everything they can to help them get into compliance, but would not answer my question as to why they only waited, why rather they waited a year to go back out there instead of verifying that the items had been cleaned up. I also want to read you just some notes here from one of the inspectors. Quote, "This is a filthy, unmaintained lease. The area has been utilized since the mid-1970s and looks like it." And in this report, when the inspector was asked for his recommendation, quote, "Evict the tenant and start over." We're going to keep an eye on Caltrans because they're supposed to be checking on all of the 600 other air lease locations that they have to make sure there are no other hazardous areas. We have seen them from SkyCal, so we're going to continue to follow up with the state to see what they're doing about those other locations, guys.
And the governor said that he will be investigating a lot of these other properties and sites as well. All right, Mike.